Hello Sagittarius, Higher Self Magic here. It's the 13th of June and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There's a lot of clashes in the sky at the moment. We've got a clash between Mars and Pluto and one between Mercury and Saturn. And we're going to be tested one way or another this week. As always, meditation, connection with your spirit guide, connection with spirit, your spirit ancestors is so important. I've just been doing that. I've been talking to spirit a lot just recently. And it's finding time to calm ourselves by going inwards on our desires, our needs, how we feel, what we want and what we think's important. Now, so that's going to test us. Saturn's going to go retrograde at the end of June. You know, I love my astrology and that's so important. When Saturn goes retrograde, a lot of past shit's going to come up. And I think that's when karma's gonna be doled out. I've been waiting for it to happen. It's happening all year because this is a number 8 year. But when Saturn goes retrograde, it's going to happen even more. So look out for what happens to people that you might think are bad or good, because there's good and bad karma. But people that have been bad are going to get it in the neck. And we've seen that happening to some public figures already. It's been quite a time for public figures and people being removed like a chess game out of the equation because they've done no good. So this is going to happen in your own life. We've lost a lot of people already. I've been talking a lot about letting go since the fall, and people have been falling out of our lives, but this year they're definitely staying out of it. So if somebody was falling and then sort of crept back in and they've gone now, let them go. It's so important. That's protection for you. Avoidance, refusal, unacceptance, that's protection. So those people have gone and you're going to be protected much more. But you have been protected by their removal, but you're going to be able to get on with your life in a much better way. Okay, so that's this week. But in general, Sagittarius is in a really good place because Jupiter's moved into Gemini and into your house of true love, and that's going to dominate. There's going to be people coming forwards. There might be many that are suitable for your love or are wanting your love. You have to choose wisely, learn from your past mistakes. Don't go for people, don't repeat those mistakes that people that seem successful or seem amazing. You're the Queen of Swords. You have become the Queen of Swords this year. You're so outspoken and you don't take any shit. And I think you can see it's like a radar sword. You can see through it and you can slice through anyone. It's like an X-ray and see what they're like inside, almost dissect them in half so you can see what their soul is like. Now, higher self magic, as I said here, and please remember to talk to spirit, your people in heaven, your people that have passed. Thank you to my supporters. I've got a few that constantly support me, comment, and I really am grateful for that. Keeps me on the radar. However slow I'm moving forwards, you guys keep me on the radar, so thank you. Now, I know when I bring up spirit, you're probably wanting spirit to get on with it quicker. Where are they? Why aren't they giving me what I need? Why aren't they allowing my manifestation or the divine, even more so, God, the divine, the universe, whatever you prefer to call it? I want you to know from my channeling, from my inner being, from my higher self, that you are in good hands this year, Sagittarius. Things are stirring up now. You're still in that really good energy from that new moon, which we just had, which was very powerful. And things are moving in your favor, even if you can't see that, especially love-wise. I keep getting this 10-year, 12-year cycle thing. And every time I sit in this space, it comes back to me. That wasn't written in my notes. It's like 10 years, 12 years ago, 10 years ago, you're now starting a new cycle. That cycle is finishing. And it's going to change for the better for you. That cycle's coming to an end. I'm also being told, here you'll see I've got my dragon crystal ball, I've got the Gemini wolf, two lovers, two jobs, twos. There's going to be a lot of twos coming in. I don't mean two lovers at the same time, I mean a choice of two. Your angels are there for you. My fairies are there for you. You're becoming more and more like a human airy. If anybody asks me what I am, who I am, I just say I'm a human airy, because I really believe that. I've always been a fairy since I've been a child. Here we've got Cupid for you with the masks, which we're not going to allow to come through. And they're falling right off. And the heart we need so much in our lives. And we've got roses, because it's going to be like a rose garden, blooming. And you know, let me talk about flowers for a moment. You can have annual flowers which come up just that year, look very beautiful, and they're in full bloom. And you might have been that sort of person in the past where you wanted to be in full bloom, and it didn't matter if you just died off or things died off quickly. There's always next year for replanting, redoing, reseeding, regoing. Now you're a perennial now. You're a perennial plant. That means you come up year after year. It might mean you miss a year and you've gone through a bad, shitty year where you're not as beautiful as you were the previous year, but next year you could be amazing. You're always there. You're in that soil. You are there. You trust, and you are moving with the way the divine and the universe wants you to move. So those are some messages I've been getting for you today from Spirit. And Spirit is so powerful. Your spirit ancestors are so powerful. They want the best for you. And pay attention to your dreams. I don't dream much, but I had 2 dreams last week. So pay attention to your dreams. If a car pops up in those dreams, that could be your car in the future. If something pops up like selling something, that could be what you're going to do in the future. So take note of those. When you're dreaming, you're very close to your spirit guides. They're almost talking to you. And even if it's a scary dream, they're just trying to show you that they are going to guard against that. But that your intuition is very astute because you're so close to them. So your invisible family, they're there. My dad's my invisible angel on my shoulder, and he's always there for me. I know that. So if you're waiting for proof from Spirit that they love you and they're listening to your needs, they will show up with the goods. They will show. I keep asking also, so they haven't shown up with my goods yet, but they will. I'm absolutely certain of that. And so keep your closest wishes to your heart. Keep talking to Spirit about them. And, oh, wow. So a lot of us will be hoping for more money. I know that. And here we have the Queen of Pentacles and more Pentacles. And this is exactly where your abundance is coming up, leading you to success. And at the same time as being the Queen of Swords, no one is going to get to you. Now we've got the Hermit here. As Saturn goes retrograde, people from your past could be coming in. Issues from your past could be resurfacing in a work sense. But here we've got the Hermit, and it is a Virgo. And it's also holding the lamp over all of your past endeavours and what you might and might not have had and done well, and it's karmic. The karmic lessons are coming through, and you'll get a chance to redo those and move in a more positive way. All remembering, I love this tarot pack because it just gives me everything I need. I love all my cards, all my decks, but this I love the most. Here, you are lying, recovering, resting, and out of that window are all the bastards that you've thrown out of there. They can't be let in. No, they can't be let in. They created heartbreak for you in many ways. Could be a lover, could be a sibling, could be a friend. But anyone who broke your heart by disappointment, by treachery, by disloyalty, no, that can't be forgiven. It's only if people were in circumstances where they could not do anything about it that you could begin a new relationship with them again. Otherwise, other new relationships are coming in. Sometimes someone would have been in a job that was miles away. They couldn't do anything about it. They had to earn money. It meant your relationship couldn't work. Sometimes someone could be tied up in another relationship, and that doesn't mean that they were doing the right thing being with you also. Of course not. And I would never want to be with anyone who was in another relationship, because that has happened to me and on the other foot. So I wouldn't, and I was betrayed. So I wouldn't want to betray anyone else. And that's very karmically bad. But maybe they just could not break away because of finances, children, or whatever. And maybe you didn't know about it, but maybe they've put things right now and maybe they are free. There are so many possibilities. But that new relationship, whatever it is, someone new, someone from the past, someone from the present, very recent past, will lead to the 10 of Cups, which is complete and utter happiness, security, stability, and never-ending sunshine in your life. You know that song, You Are My Sunshine? And it's a beautiful song. And normally I do like to sing it, but today I'm not feeling up to that. And the star, your wishes. It could be an Aquarius that's in your life somewhere. Gosh, it's as if this reading is speaking to me also. So it could be an Aquarius has popped up in your life somewhere, and you're going to be dealing with that. You have got the strength in this number 8 year. You are a protected one. You can see that number 8 above the person's head here who's dealing with the lion. So you don't have to worry about what's going to happen to you in this number 8 year. It's all karmically good. But here it is bringing in that past person. Can you see that? That past lover, past friend, past someone or other. As long as they didn't break your heart, that's fine. If they broke your heart, just literally spit on them and tell them to go sing a song. And here, someone's going to become your emperor or empress, because they're going to hold such an important seat in your life, where it's all going to lead to finery for the both of you, and happiness and pentacles. It's going to be a very sharing and caring relationship. Yeah, you're not going to want for anything in that relationship. I'm not talking about materialistic particularly, although it'd be very good there. Just lots of loving going on, loving thoughts, loving ways, loving actions. But Saturn's out to get the arseholes. And let's put that over the heartbreak. Really, from the end of June until November, Saturn's retrograde. And oh my God, Lord of Karma is going to be doing mischief. He goes retrograde every year, but this is a number 8 year. So it's going to be quite different. And it's going to be very swift moving what he does. And you will be able to see, and he will be bringing you the things you need, that you've been waiting for, and wanting spirit to show up with the goods or the universe. And they will. You are right at the right point at the moment. We've got the number 8 again. It's saying don't fear the number 8. It's here for you. It's on your side. So it's going to be very good for you. You're really where you are meant to be. So what will come to you is meant to come to you. So focus on the journey you are on today. Justice is at play. If you've got a court case coming up, I think it's going to go in your favor. You have been very distressed, you know, and Saturn is very aware of that. And whoever made you really distressed is going to be feeling very, very hopelessly, emotionally unfulfilled soon. But you are the Queen and King of Swords, and you're going to just maneuver yourself around these people, pushing hard to get yourself success. The days where you didn't know what to do will come to an end, and you won't be at that crossroads anymore. You'll be very clearly on your way. So someone's going to have a real tower moment very soon. Could be at the end of June or before. And they're going to feel really left out in the cold. So these are the people that have hurt you, the people that have stabbed you in the back. It's coming. I've said it's coming. You've been really let down, betrayed by them, and it's coming. They are very bored at the moment. The tower moment hasn't happened yet. But when it does, they're going to feel very restricted by fear. They're going to be creating in their own life through Saturn what they did to other people. So be joyful of that, because maybe they'll end up a better person in the next cycle because of that. Now, the Wheel of Fortune's wheeling itself around in your favor all the time. And we've got the Ace of Cups for relationships. And we've got the Ace of Swords here for triumph over adversity. So it's all looking really good for you, Sagittarius. I'm really proud of you. You have transformed from that caterpillar into a butterfly, and it's happening now in this season in the Northern Hemisphere, spring to summer. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, then maybe your transformation's already been complete, and you're feeling that power already. But we've talked about the Queen of Pentacles, and here we've got the King of Pentacles. So you're going to be tightly aligned to someone who is as strong as you financially, or they're making the final push to be so. But let's give this a little shuffle, see what comes up. I want to go to my fairy cards now. So focus on the journey. Focus on those most important wishes you've been asking for. Practice being in the present in your body. Practice being in the present right now and saying, I need this right now. This is my manifestation. If you need money, I need money because it's going to help me and whoever, A or B. And it's also going to help the collective, because I'm going to give some of that money to help people. So please bring me money in a way where I can have a large sum, either through a win or an inheritance or a court case. But keep that in your wishes. And also with your body, make peace with your body. If you're aging and you're worried about you're changing, your body's changing, your joints are aching, you're not looking as good, make peace with that. Look the best you can. Let the universe bring you a new beautiful dynamic for the age you are. I don't know why I got that message, but it might be somebody that's struggling with some part of their body that's not doing as good as it did. Sagittarius, one thing's for sure, you have spiritually graduated. The transformation I keep talking about, caterpillar to butterfly, is not in looks only, but in your spiritual elevation. I think you're more beautiful than you was a little while ago, even if you're older, because you have this soulful look about you as you've spiritually graduated, and you've become wiser too. Things you have seen cannot be left unseen now. So going back to past people that have hurt you is impossible, because you have seen and you have experienced, and you are not going to be in that boat again, and you're not going to trust them. So you know who's good and who's bad, because you're wiser, because you are in tune with your higher self, because you are becoming a humanary more and more and more. As you're listening to my readings, and maybe other people who have fairy connections and intuitive readings with the fairies. You've had so much responsibility in your past, and now you're going to become less responsible because someone's growing up. It could be a kid of yours. There's going to be lots of reasons to celebrate now, a lot more freedom to do things, a lot more options, because Spirit's going to show up with that money or those relationships or those friends, or that success for your child, which will mean that they are more on their way. There's just so many things that are coming from here. You overwhelming choice, overwhelming avenues to walk down. So that responsibility might have crippled you. You might have been looking after an ill parent, or you might have been making a place look good that was absolutely desecrated. And this situation, whatever it was, could be caring for a child that was difficult. This situation, or in a job that was absolutely awful, but you needed it for your work, this and was overtaxing, and too many hours for the money you were getting. This situation, whatever it was, really crippled you, and I think it affected your body a lot. But you did it with love, and Saturn's aware of that, and karma's going to bring that love all back to you. So it was tough on your body, it was tough on your mental health, but karma is going to allow you now to be in control. You are protected to take the changes on board and to see what happens with those changes. We've got the 10 of Cups there, and we're going to get that total stability. And that Page of Wands, something about that child again, Sagittarius firstborn or Sagittarius only child, is going to do really well. There's a new beginning for you and your loved ones, coming in and making you take care of yourself so much more. That's the message from Spirit I'm getting. Take care of yourself, take care of your body. Shut yourself away from people that do take too much of your energy. I think that grueling time where you were getting crippled by the responsibility you had is now over. That cycle is over, but you could still be in the midst of it, and your Spirit is just saying, your spirit ancestor, your spirit guide is saying to you, make time for yourself. Even if you have to shout out, hey, I've got to go, this is my space, I need it. Just give yourself that time. Make yourself seen. Make yourself seen out there. Make yourself seen on the internet, or in your job, or in your professional circle. Buy something for yourself. Make yourself feel more powerful, because you are powerful. Once you start to tap into that magic of your life, your wishes will start coming true. Once you start looking after yourself, overcoming all those obstacles that crippled you, getting the high priestess vibe, letting your higher self speak to you, magicking up your own life, you are going to be on so much better journey, and a more powerful one for yourself. And then I think your wish will find you. Yeah, you will find yourself, and you'll be able to protect yourself with your sword. And your family, protect your family, who are very important to you now and in the future. So your intentions to spirit are becoming clearer and clearer. You have changed so much in the last 10 years or 12 years, whatever that particular cycle of yours has been. The growth has been energetically amazing. You have become another part of yourself, like that perennial flower. You didn't mind if one year you were not so beautiful. You helped others. That wasn't the point. You weren't the annual flower who wanted to look beautiful all the time. You were more concerned about other people. Now that perennial flower is blooming constantly all the time, and it's everlasting. It's ever living. It's just an ever living beautiful thing. And so whatever as you have done is now getting paid back, and the growth has been so energetically amazing. So something enormously important is going to find you because of that. What you put in, you get out. And spirit is saying, I'm here for you. Saturn, don't be scared of Saturn. He's on your side. He's going to kick asses to whoever has hurt you. He's going to bring those pennies in, those pentacles in. Look, we keep getting the Pentacles card. And he says, you're on that journey now towards the 10 of Cups. You are on that journey. It's all coming in. Even if you have a few dips and it looks like the money's going, don't worry, because it's coming more and more and more. Look, we've got the Pentacles here in the 8s. We've got 1 8 and then 1 8 at the feet. So really, don't fear this 8 year. Don't fear Saturn going retrograde. It's really going to help you, Sagittarius, the Queen of Wands, who has now moved to a higher priestess status, who has moved to an empress status, who has moved to the Queen of Swords with her sharp way of thinking and dealing. So I'd say Sagittarius are the most pure of all the signs in heart-like shape, saint-like, almost caring, unselfish. And so the universe is going to give you a gift so big, I promise you, it will be so big that you will be able to help the people that you love and care for. I mean, if you've ever manifested something in the past and it's come true, just remember how you talk to spirit. Just remember how you talk to that gift. Remember, connect with your younger self. I've had that happen to me twice in my life, where I got what I wanted because I prayed and I manifested, and I prayed and I manifested, and I prayed and I manifested. This is what is required of you again now. So your luck is shifting. Something very big is coming in, and it will impact everyone you love. And thank God the people that don't love you have gone. And if they've broken your heart, be happy about that. You've got a very select few in your circle now. It's got smaller and smaller, if this is who I'm meant to be talking to. But huge blessings are coming into that small circle. So stay in the present, because while the blessings are coming in, you're going to get some stress as well, because stress comes when you get money. It's what do you do with it? I mean, I know you'll know what to do with it. You'll go buy whatever you need straight away and think, thank God, I thank God. But it brings its own problems. So just say that's what's going to happen to you. Or the biggest love of your life comes rolling in. And how do you cope? How do you deal with that every day? So be prepared for the stress as this greatest wish comes in. But stay in the present to cope. Work with your body, work with spirit, work with your chakras, solidify your intuitive wisdom, which is so amazing. You deserve this blessing. And Saturn's saying that, the universe is saying that, the divine is saying that. So many new ventures are coming, and you're going to have the lovers in your life, you're going to have the money in your life, and you're going to leap off that cliff in total happiness, and temperance is going to protect you. So I am honestly so happy about what the Chariot is bringing you, what Spirit is bringing you. And just remember, it's Pentacles all the way. I'm going to go now, but I'm going to just take one or two of my fairy cards, see what they say for you. For Sagittarius, please. For Sagittarius, please. Can we just have a few cards for Sagittarius, please? Okay, we've got our few. Let's see what they say. Nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. So sit out there, let the universe talk to you through the trees, through the leaves, through the fairies. Come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. You're going to be in a wonderful team of workers. You're going to have that. As success comes in, more people are going to be working together, and you're going to have the right team, the proper team that's going to make all this amazing. One more. Magical blessings are there for you. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Honestly, what's coming in is so big and so amazing. Higher Self Magic here. Please like, share, subscribe. Please share to other people. Please like and please comment. It's so, so important. Just press that like button or press that subscribe button. I'd be so grateful. Or share if you can, if you listen to other people. Thank you so much. Sending love to you today.